The presentation is going to be made by Dr. Gameli. This is a thought leader. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for bringing this gentleman as we're meeting in Mombasa and how sensitive this area is as we approach election. Dr. Gameli Maudo is a pioneering cybersecurity and blockchain intelligence leader focused on shaping Africa's technology landscape. As a founder of Africa Hackon, he advances the continent's security infrastructure through capacity building and expert community development. Dr. Gameli holds a PhD in IT, convergence, and application engineering with information security specialization from Pukyong National University, South Korea. Dr. Muador serves on the prestigious advisory board, including EC Council Global, CyberSafe Foundation, and USA UICT Board. With over a decade of cyber security intelligence, he specializes in cyber security strategy, resilience, penetration testing, and blockchain intelligence. Assistant Speaker at 417 Plus Technology Conferences, he has worked with organizations like Dimension Data, NTT, and Cellulant, implementing cutting-edge security systems to safeguard critical business environments. Much is said about him at page 16 of your program book, but I want to invite him so that you can hear from him. And I'm happy Honorable KJ has come in front. Dr. Gameli. Yeah, you can proceed.
Mamelachi, you are so mobile. Take your seats and listen to this gentleman. Those of us who are in Mombasa and listen to him felt it's important that he talks to you as well. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker, honorable members of Parliament. Good evening. Yeah, I'll be typing a lot. So I stand before you this evening because there's a conversation we've been having the whole day, which has been misinformation. And now tonight, I want to be able to show you some of the things we've been discussing. Some of them are not even real. How are people going to fake a lot of things in 2027? So I think I'm going to change my presentation a little bit to focus on technology, AI, and how some things can be changed without you knowing. These glasses that I have here is actually AI powered. So I'm able to record anything and everything as I'm walking around. And I can actually just duplicate everything you say. For now, I'll take it off, but I want to show you a video. If you look at this video right here, you cannot tell which is fake and which is real. If I had enough time, I could have duplicated anybody's face and voice just because of 10 or 15 seconds of them presenting. So the top one is a real one, the bottom one is fake. And in the age of AI and also cybersecurity, and when election is coming, we need to be able to actually be able to distinguish what is real and what is fake. I wish IEBC was here to be able to actually see some of the tools that we can use as citizens, or even you yourselves, to be able to actually make sure that we don't have fake videos actually that is going. So there will be a lot of tools, a lot of list of tools that I will be sharing with you. I know you cannot remember all of them, so I will share the presentation. It has the list of all those tools that you should be able to see. What we are seeing right now when it comes to cybersecurity, my entire life is about hacking. I hack anything and everything. I don't think there's any system that I've not been able to penetrate in this country. When I say that, in a country, in the continent, around the world, we do that. I have two of my colleagues around. Fraser is here and Trevor. We have a bunch of people that we even infiltrate some Telegram groups in Kenya who try to hack government systems. We report them, by the way. We religiously report them to the various departments, and they're trying to do that. Some of them are doing this to be able to disarm what you have, to disarm systems that we have. And people are going to be doing that. Oh, something that was not mentioned about me, I'm a senior technology advisor to Honorable Attorney General of Kenya. So I try to be able to actually help to see how can we use technology to be able to do things. Currently, if I ask a few questions right now, please raise your hands if you've used the same passwords multiple times. Okay? Raise your hand if you have connected to a fake wireless network before and you don't even sure. If you check your phones right now, there's a new wireless I have introduced into the room called LN Resort, but with a dot. Majority of you will connect to the fake one because that will be the free version. That's the one that will serve your internet. That's the one you're going to connect to. But the thing is, if you connect to the fake one, I can see everything you do. Right now it's broadcasting with this phone. So I can see people are joining even. They don't even know. And if I was to be very malicious, I would disconnect you from original Wi-Fi, connect you to the fake one, and you will actually have no idea that you're actually getting connected to a fake Wi-Fi. This is very easy. My phone is very easy to do. There are much better resources that can be able to do this. And I'm going to show you a few of them. So, also the thing is, we click on links in the emails every time. How do we able to tell if a link has any fake details? How can we tell if it has malicious content? Because some of you who are here, who are members of National Assembly, you will be targeted. Somebody will send a fake email to your secretaries. Somebody will send a fake email to your department because they want to hack you, take over your emails, and send emails as you. Oh, by the way, it's very easy for me to impersonate you to her, and it will come as you. Can we try that? Please, I like volunteers. So I'm going to take your Gmail. I'll force an email from you whilst you're seated here. I'll let you say anything, and it will go to anybody here. Can we try that? Yes. Okay, great. I love such things. So, some of the things we post online and some softwares that we get to update all the time. So the landscape we are looking at right now is changing, meaning we need to be able to actually look at security we need to take security very seriously. AI is being used for various good things, and some of the things that we've talked about this evening, about election collection, being able to analyze data, or there are so many AI tools that can be able to analyze data faster. So I hope that in the age of AI, we should be able to analyze data way faster than the previous elections, be able to use AI to be able to get the right details out. But also cyber criminals are using AI to be able to do a lot of fake things. Voice cloning, deep fakes. There are so many ways that they're able to manipulate data that we need to be very careful. So we'll see, how do we tell documents that are fake? Are they real? What websites can we go to? Like I said, I'll give you all the list of the websites because I know you can't remember them, and see how to be able to do that. There's a person who actually sent $35 million to the fake bank account because the CEO, he got an email saying, could we please check, we're doing an acquisition of a company. These are the bank accounts. He said, no, can you get on a Zoom call as the CEO or the COO? I want to verify if this is actually you. He was the only real person on that call. So even a Zoom call can have fake people, and you cannot really tell if it's them. Are we together? And he sent 35 million. It took 5 days for him to realize that actually happened. The movie G20 was actually showing exactly how AI has been used in political propaganda. So it's on Netflix. Take a look at that movie. It will give you a very good detail as people who are in parliament to be able to look at that. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio was actually impersonated some time back the similar way. What are the ways people are going to try to actually hack you or manipulate data about you? Names. Both names can be used to be able to actually fetch information. We leave so much data online that we don't even know. And today I'm going to show you some of the ways you can do research about yourself. Honorable Gladys Boss, you need to be able to find out, where has the picture been used? You don't know if somebody is trying to actually write something negative about you, but you have no idea your picture has been used on that page. Right? They're waiting for the right time during elections before they bring it out and say, hey, she said A, B, C, D. It was never you. So I'm going to show you some of the tools to find out where have your picture been used. And if you have time, I would like you to do it yourself even right now. So we have IP addresses. We have your browser fingerprint. We are always accepting those cookies. What does the cookies do? Does anybody know? The cookies that you accept all the time, you don't have to, by the way, is basically trying to make sure they are using the moment of your browsing. So let me give a typical example. You go to Jumia. You are trying to shop for food or for, say, bananas every now and then for your restaurant. So the cookies that you've accepted is is harnessing every detail of your browsing moment. Same thing as your emails, same thing as your social media, same thing as the website, all websites you go to. So those cookies, somebody can grab them and log in as you. That's how your social media accounts and emails get hacked, if you do not put the right security details. Everything we have, our emails. How many of you have the same email you use for your banking? It's the same email you use for everything. Your entire life is tied to your email. So today, before we leave, if we forget everything, I want to show you how to secure your email before we leave. Is that okay? At least that, if you forget everything I've said today. Because if we don't secure our emails, our entire lives are tied to that. Our entire lives is connected to that, and people can find out information about you. Location details. I only need to send a link to you for me to be able to find out exactly where you are within 10 meters, just because you click on a link. Phone numbers. It can be grabbed from anywhere. And I'm going to show you, there's a Telegram group that harnesses every single information about Kenyans. Just type Kenya. I did the experiment. I've done it for you, so I'll show you. I put Kenya and I was able to grab information. Third-party applications. All these loan apps that we've been having in Kenya. You log in, you give them access to your what? Your phone book. You give them access to your SMSs. You give them access to your call log. Do you know what they collect from there? Can I show you? Let me show you one of the data that is there. So I took, one company decided to collect data about people in Kenya. So let's pick any number. Any number from here? Right. No, I mean one of the numbers from this list. 162, thank you. 162 has one device, and if we look into the device, we can actually see the SMSs they have been collecting from the person's phone. They collect that information to be able to try to actually see how many times have you been calling somebody, what text do you send out, who do you text a lot. And this is just text messages. I've not even formatted it properly, but you can see details of what people have been sending. So when it comes to data protection, we need to take a lot of legal action against such companies. All right? And this is just one. So how many other companies are picking information from us with these various apps that we give them access to? Your telemetry, your basic date of birth, and your facial recognition, I'm going to show you how that works. So I'll go through a live demonstration to just show you exactly how a hacker thinks, how they work, how they manipulate your details, and how can you protect yourself. Is that okay? So I'll try to go as slow as possible, and the tool list, I'll give it to you as well. So the first thing any hacker wants to do is to be able to use Google. If I say site KE, and I say file type XLS, and I put, say, salary, this basically says, go to every .ke website. I want every Excel sheet that has the word salary in it. Are we together? This is basic. This is the basic of basics. So if I click on this, the Kisii County budget is somewhere deep-rooted on the website. However, this command allows me to be able to download that, and this typically has people's salary details. Hello? There are faster ways to do this. This is the basics of them. So you basically can go into websites deep-rooted and find out what data is hiding behind something. To them, they're hiding it. To you, you can use Google to get this information. But my most important thing is to find out exactly details about organizations. What is leaking? There is something we call a stealer log, a stealer malware. Stealer malware has been infecting you for so long you have no idea. Let me explain. Stealer malware has been going on that when you go to some website and it asks you to put your username and password, it extracts that password and stores it somewhere. And they sell it to people in the dark web, in the deep web, these days in Telegram groups, where they steal your data. Can we check for some of them? I'd like us to volunteer companies in Kenya. Is that okay? So the first thing they want to do is to basically find out some of those details is they go to a tool like this. So for example, if I want to fetch every email for who? Let's give a company, a website, even let's say IEBC, right? It's .or.ke, okay? If I go to iebc.or.ke, this tool in the next few seconds will tell me every single email that exists on the internet. So I can collect them. They all become targets for me. If I want to hack them ideally, I'm wearing the hat of a hacker right now. I will target every single person because the more, if I send all that data to them, at least one person is going to click on that link. Are we together? I'm talking about how hackers do it. So they fetch all this information to see whom can they target. However, there are tools you can use to be able to find out who's a CEO, what positions the people hold in that organization. Are we together? If I was to go to something like, say, there's a possibility that the same emails could have leakages. So do you remember the Stealer malware that I told you about? Hello? It could have been affecting them. So some people who have gone to ibc.com, for example, let me see, their passwords could be leaking. So a few people who have gone there, somebody's password is this, and their password is what? K7 at 7, right? If I go on, we can see a lot more of people whose passwords. And analyzing this, I can see exactly how the website has been constructed, what files exist on the website. If I go a bit technical, you can now see the structure of the website. Again, these are basics of things that we get to see. So it's not their fault, it's their computer that they have been using that has been hacked or they have been able to see. So their details here has to be cleaned up from the website. Can we continue? Yes. Great. That is one place. The other place is if I go to a place like this website. Can I get another company? Pardon? Let's go. Safaricom. Safaricom is boring. There's too many details about them. Let's say KPLC. Right? Let's go to KPLC, for example. Some people as KPLC or third parties who are logging it as KPLC could have been, can have the data leaking. So hackers use such website, but it doesn't cost too much to get this website. Where you're seeing employees, third parties, but customers, there are, 28,000 accounts that are leaking. So if I randomly pick, if I want to try to log into somebody's account, all I need to do is select a few of them, and I press unlock. So this basically shows you Kipsang Jesse has a password, Rack Stacy or something like that. Oh wait, but this is nothing confidential. This is publicly available. I can get it through many other means without paying for it. When I have such information, I need to find out what can they get about you as a person from a personal perspective. So there are tools to be able to do this. Can I borrow a Gmail account? Any Gmail? This is the point nobody shares the Gmail for me. Yes. Yes, please share. Pardon? K-O-S-G-E-Y J-O-S-S-E-S. Like that. Okay? Any other person? Any other Gmail? Sure. You've been locked out of yours. Maybe the password we can find it today. Like that. Okay. So if I pick this email, hello, there's a free website called Have I Been Pwned. You can go to this website to see if there's a possibility that your third-party company that has been hacked has been breached. So Gladys Boss, your password that you've used somewhere, there are 8 companies that have used this, that have been breached, and they have the password leaking out there. You want to see it? Okay, we can see. Maybe that one of the passwords could be yours. I will not have to show all of them, but I can download for you the details and share with you after this. So if I go to this website, it's a tool that we have paid for. That password is somewhere here. Let's look for one of it, and it could be that. Let me make it bigger. That was the password they used on one of their portals. Here. No, not currently. Back in the day. One of them.
Yes, that's my son's.
Okay. Yeah. So there are many others, but don't worry, I'll download all of them for you so that you can actually go through. Maybe one of them, you are still using it. Yes.
My young son took my iPad. I don't know what he did with it, but when I went to use it and to load that with my email,
Yes.
So I can't access my email. And when I put my normal password that I know, it's not working.
Okay.
I'm waiting to get back to my room so I can get an upload guy to come and help me.
We'll see how to help you. We have a full team here, so we'll see how to be able to assist you on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yours also so here. So, if I check this, yep, it's part of a few databases. In 2023, when that company was hacked, the password was that. Yeah. And there are many others. But you know, I want to find out details of exactly who are you before I even try to impersonate you. I can try to find out details about you. By the way, there are many tools to be able to do this. When I want to map out whatever I can get from just your Gmail, there's a way to be able to map it, and I'll show you how it is. This, I will not show your Airbnb staycations. I will not show that, don't worry. Otherwise, this tool can tell you where you have been, where you have commented on, places you've been, and then also what are the activities that I can fetch from your email, right? The details of your email is what I need to be able to use to see how can I impersonate you. So hackers do these things and automatically fetch that information, how to put it together, and then be able to actually get to know what they can use against you. So we will run this. It's taking some time. Let me run on my email as well. Okay, as that is getting to work, let's see, there is one place you can actually get to see where has my picture been used. So we call this reverse image search. There's a lady in Kenya who woke up one day and was getting a lot of messages as to how much to escort me for 3 hours, for 2 hours. He's just like, wait, what? Only to realize that the ex-boyfriend shared a picture on an escort website saying people who are coming to Kenya should get escort services. You all know what that means. So we had to do a reverse image search to find out where has her pictures been used. So this is one place. If you upload a picture, or if I upload any of your pictures, I can do that reverse image search to find out exactly where your picture has been used and who exactly you are. Be able to actually harness enough information to be able to see if I can compromise you. So I'll use this. So it's a very important website you take. It's called pimeyes.com. I'll leave it in the list so you can actually try it out. Pardon? Public Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm about to get to public Wi-Fi and how I can count the number of people in this room with one command. Because of your watches and your phones. I'll show you. I don't know why this is not showing, but this. So you see, this does a reverse image search to be able to show you everything in this room, right? So it's good to be able to do this exercise. You want to know who's talking about you, who is impersonating you, and you can submit it for deletion. Hello? A lot of you have a lot of history on the internet. Nobody should be able to, it's fake. They impersonate you, they talk about you, and it's not real. You can actually submit that to Google for deletion. Are we together? And some of the personal information about your phone numbers, you can use a few websites, and I'll list them for you. There's one called Join Delete Me. I'll put them on a list so you don't have to remember them. There's another one called Optory. And the last one is called Incogni. You can submit your name and details that you find. They'll do an analysis and you pay a few dollars and they'll be able to submit that to the Google and the Facebooks and everything to remove those information about you. Hello? Because as the kind of work that you do in the space you live in, there's too much negative information. And there's a lot of misinformation. In the coming elections, there's going to be a spread of all of this. When we're trying to see all of this information, I really wonder why this is not showing. When I have all that information, it's where I want to see how can somebody send an email from one person to the other. It's a lot of impersonation that happens. And I have seen this happen in South Korea, where I schooled some time back. A CEO was being impersonated, and they had to go to court and do a whole lot of forensic investigation to realize that it was never him who sent that email. So people can actually impersonate you very easily. That is taking some time. So I'll pick this information from here. Where am I? And I will say, basically, send an email from you to I have an email that I want to use for this experiment so that everybody can see, so that you can also take a look at that. I'm sending it to myself, and let's put a subject. Subject is dinner time. Okay? Parliament on crime. Kindly know that we are watching you. Another way could be that I send an email from you, but every time I reply, Honorable Gladys Boss will be the one to get it. Okay? Think about that in a case scenario of, say, finance. Finance send an email, but every time they're responding to the hacker or the scammers. So they're always sending details to the wrong person, and then they send it happened in Kenya. They almost lost 15 million. Said, oh, this is the new invoice. So they pay to the wrong bank account. That has been going on for so long. There's actually a billionaire in Kenya who lost £1 million right here in Kenya because of such a thing. So I can now force an email, say, it came from you. However, I am the receiver. But when I want to reply, it goes to who? Exactly. Subject is invoice. Oh, sorry. Kindly find attached the invoice for processing. Sometimes they don't even need to know the details. They only need to know both names. So they're trying to make, because somebody gets triggered when they see the two names, right? So they want to see, how can I put the two names in an email that can make it easy for somebody to actually open the email. So here, I can say, maybe, what email, how does your name show on your email? Just Gladys Boss. Okay, so say, okay. So let's say Gladys Boss are the two details. I can take that and say, the recipient of the email is still me, but the name is just written Gladys Boss. Subject of the email is deal done. Just consider it done. Right? So, hoping that everything works, because sometimes things will work off stage, and when they get on stage, they fail. So, I'm going to open this Zit Night Owl. Some might go to spam because I'm doing it pretty fast. And as you can see, oh, that came in. Parliament on crime. But it was not you. You're checking your outbox. It's not there. No. Unless I reply to this. Oh, but you see, when I said, I am now replying to you. You can confirm in the next 10 seconds if that has come to you. Now is the only time you will see it in your outbox, on your inbox. Are we together? And by then, damage has been done. So we have to be very careful as to where is the email coming from when we open them. The other one is, oh, there it is. I even typed the name invoice wrongly. But you see, it has come through. Yeah. It can be done to anybody. You can see the second one here. Let me increase the font. Yeah, so I sent an email, I forced an email from him. It's an email spoofing. It's a very simple tool that we wrote. This invoice, look at it. It says, kindly find attached. Please pay attention to this. If you click on this drop down here, it shows you what? The reply to. Can we see? So it's not going back to you, it's going to her email. Yeah, she can. So if I click on this, yeah, currently she's logged out. So when I click reply, it's now going to your email. And this happens a lot, especially when it comes to finance, sales, and HR. Those are the departments that do get spoofed. Are we together? Last one is just to show the name Gladys Boss. See, if you see deal done, you'll think everything is real, right? So you open it, and the first thing you see is a picture. Let me tell you something. Let's go to iebc.or.ke. Do you think everything you're seeing here is real? It's real, right? I mean, we can browse the website. I mean, it's a normal IEBC website, right? Okay. In the next 10 seconds, I should be able to put one command, and because I want to fake that detail, I can try to edit the page. Oh, sorry. It's here. When I put that, I can literally change anything you see. Can you see up there? And I can change this from whatever is written here, access offices, to my name. So anything can be faked just because. And you see the website is still moving. If I take a screen recording of this and I said, look what Honorable Gladys Boss has done, you're quick to click on it. Are we together? So I'm also going to show you how to verify links and documents, because there's a lot of documents that are going to come to you and they're fake. Hello? But before that happens, this is the most common of them all. How do I make sure, sorry that Honorable, I'm using your name a lot, but you're the closest to me. How do I fake a conversation between the two of us? This has happened again, I think sometime in Parliament, where somebody was saying, you said this, you said that, but there's WhatsApp messages showing, but it's not real. Hello? So this website actually helps you to fake conversations. So if I go there and I say, has said, deal done, and I even put a picture of you, it shows like that. But I can go to person 2 saying, I will be there on time. I want to mark it as read, and I add that. And I can do the back and forth. I can even change the battery time. I can change the time when this conversation was had. So we say the conversation happened at what? 10:04 p.m. And then we download such things that we post on social media and we believe it's real. It's fake. So how do we verify pictures, documents, and all of those things if they're fake? Yeah, I can do that. That's my number. Anybody can fake anything. Oh, this is just WhatsApp. SMS is there. Instagram is there. Facebook is there. All of them are all here. TikTok. And everybody's believing those details. So we have a website called Metadata to Go. This website called Metadata to Go, you can upload any document in there and it will verify if that document, who created it, when was it created, on what computer was it created. Because sometimes I saw a document, I think it was a bill, which was drafted in Kenya. Guess what? Somebody in Uganda edited that document and shared it in a WhatsApp group. I only used this website to check and I realized, I'm like, no, the person who changed it was named, the person was called Songa Chris. I'm a Songa Chris, but you're Ugandan. So why are you sharing a Kenyan document and as you're saying, clause this is the real document? This actually happened in Kenya. So people can, it's good to take this website. You can put in documents, pictures, anything. If you receive a link or any document as an attachment, and you don't know if it has any malicious content, you go to a website called Virus Total. I've added that to the list as well. So I'll give you all the list of the websites that you don't have to remember. You can put the link here, and it will automatically detect and scan the document or the link to verify if it has any what? Malicious content. Hello? Yeah, for AI, there's a lot. There's a long list for you. So you can get to check, because a lot of people will be sending you fake details, and that's how they'll be able to do that. If I was to do this in a faster way, this is a very simple tool that just put in my phone number, it scans the entire internet, finds every metadata. Who am I? What websites do I have? What do I have as a linkage to me? My kids' pictures being shown. It actually segregates pictures for me. So things that are kids who are older basically can map out your entire life on one dashboard. I don't know if our intelligence agencies in Kenya have it, because this is a very easy way to profile somebody from social media. Hello? It costs about $10,000, but it's really effective. When we have such things, these are some of the ways you can get compromised. But if you think hacking only goes to software, this is where you also need to know hardware. I can control the AC in this room with this. I can control power projectors and everything, digital signs, with a simple tool. If you pick out your iPhones, because I know majority of you have an iPhone. Look at your iPhones. Pardon? Oh, look at it. Just keep looking. You'll see currently there's a pop-up of you to connect to a Bluetooth device. Apple TV, right? Do you know why I did that? I'm triggering your Bluetooth device to come on, because now that I'm there, I can scan for all the Bluetooth devices in the room. So I'm forcing your Bluetooth to come on. Hello? That's not the worst part of it. When I see these Bluetooth devices come on, so now there are about 250 devices within range for me. And I'm using a very weak adapter. I can go about almost 1 kilometer. Hello? But this is what happens when people want to listen to you. Recently, a vulnerability has been discovered, and pardon? A vulnerability has been discovered with these things that we have. We all have one. The AirPods and the earbuds and everything. If I want to listen to the conversation, I want you to actually have a conversation there when I give you this, and I want to record you. Right? I didn't show this in Mombasa. This was new at the time. So, I run this tool. Is this thing dead? And if you watch this, we can actually have a conversation. Yes, this is a secret conversation we're having. I have practically recorded everything he's saying just because he has this next to him. There are better ones to do this, but let's now get to listen to that conversation. Can I use this mic? Where's the mic? It's not that audible, but it's somewhere here. You can hear it. That's how easy it is for somebody to be able to actually pick information. Same thing, last but not the least, is the kind of cables. Please, when you travel and you go to hotels and airports, especially airports or coffee shops, do not accept cables that are being given to you to charge your phone. Because if I pick this, which one do you think is the real one, the fake one? There's one that is fake, there's one that is real. Black one is fake. White one is fake. So you see, some of you are saying one is fake, one is real. However, it's actually the black one. And if I was to plug this black one to charge my phone, and I come to you like, oh, Honorable Pastor, can I just please charge my phone? My phone is dead. And I plug it in, it's charging. Can you see? But check your phones right now. There's a new hotspot that I've introduced to the room called OMG. With that OMG Wi-Fi, I can send any command through this cable to this laptop. Can you see? Yeah, that OMG is mine. I am the only person who knows the username and password to that. I can send any command to your laptop. For example, steal every file from your laptop silently, transmit it somewhere, and close. You will have no idea. Same thing as the charger ports. You know the charger ports you get to the airport, you leave your phone in to charge? They are doing what you call juice jacking. They're jacking everything from your phone. So please avoid getting chargers from people. Avoid getting flash drives from people. Avoid getting what? Cables. Are we together? So I want us to go to some remediation processes. Hello? I want us to go into some of the details of how you can secure yourself. The easiest thing, the first thing you have to do for your email. Can we have one meeting? Hello? So your email, a strong password, if you go to how strong is my password, we have been putting passwords wrongly. So these websites can tell you how strong a password. So if I put a password, say, let's say lady boss, how long will it take the slowest computer to crack it? It will crack what? In 5 seconds. Are we together? So let's say we want to make it a little bit more interesting, 2026. And we put that password, it will take what? 3 years. But look at the difference when I put lady space boss space 2026. The space makes a whole lot of difference. 3 years goes to 1 million years. So put spaces, even before the numbers, make your emails a sentence. Are we together? But there's one fact. We are human beings. We cannot remember everything we keep, right? This is why you need to keep what you call password managers. Right? So that you can have one master vault, which you have to keep your password in, that even if you ever get to lose your password or device or anywhere, you can go anywhere else and you need just one master password to recover all of them. Because we all use the same password over and over and over again. Are we together? The best password manager is right here. It's called what? Bitwarden. So I'll leave that link also in the list. Bitwarden is the best password manager. Good question. So there are third-party companies that actually put encryption tools and everything to do that. So we've been testing a lot of them. We test them to see. The one for Google, you're being sold out. Google will give out your password very easily, so I can't trust them. There's another company called LastPass. They keep getting hacked every day. Even last week, they were hacked again. So I even put in the list of commands, do not trust this one. Okay? I've put it down. Do not trust this one. You rather use the one called Bitwarden, because Bitwarden can help you to be able to keep your password safe. But a strong password needs to be able to have 1, 2-step verification. Great. The 2-step verification helps you to be able to make sure that even if somebody has your password, they cannot get into your account unless they have physical access to your what? Your phone. But that is not enough, because Fraser and this fella here, they have ways to bypass that. Okay? Very skillful guys have ways to bypass that. So you need to have what you call backup code. Google has it. Instagram has it. Facebook most of them have it. The backup codes look like this. In your email settings, you'll find them that looks like this. That is something I cut it and I put it under my pillow. Because the day you steal everything from me, you steal my phone, I can get back into my email with the backup code. So that's something you have to keep in a vault. Hello? Because somebody steals your phone right now. How do you get back into your email? You have to find a way. The backup codes will be the easiest way that you don't have to use credit card and details. So are we good? So two-step verification, sentence, and we have what? Backup code. Another thing you need, so we now know how to secure our emails. Please segregate your emails for different things. I really wish that was going to work, but it did not work to show me. Your emails has too many information about you, and you need to be able to make sure that you're able to actually separate them. So have separate emails for different details. So you have one email that you use for all your confidential details, banking and all of those details, but you can have another one for generic conversations with people. Pardon? For social media, but sometimes we use the same email about yourself, because this is how much information can be gotten from your email. So with your email, I can get to profile you. How do I do that? You've been breached a number of times, so I know I can go get the password. You have been... Where is it? Oh, there's so much information about you out there. It's a lot. Your account has been registered multiple times on all of this website. I can download the information for you so that you can go clean up. This is way too much information from just your email. So all of this email, your email has a lot of connections, and then somebody can now find out pictures about you, details about you, do reverse image search, and even use something called what'smyname.app, because the username that you have used there, I will go find out where else have you used that username, right? So what'smyname.app is a free website. If I put my name, let's put your name, right? Let's say we put the name that is, let's say Gladys Boss. Where has the combination of the word Gladys and Boss been used, right? Let's make sure that we are human. This goes to every single website, everywhere, to find a combination of the two words, either together or they are next to each other. So it profiles you. This is how somebody is able to profile you. Where have you been posted? What are they talking about you? You can actually now summarize your entire life with such tools. So your data is on the internet. There are many ways to be able to get that information. We need to be able to be secure by making sure that we don't share too much information about ourselves. We don't get to use the common passwords. We need to use password managers, and also even managing our social life, you need to be able to make sure you put those stopgap measures to be able to do that. So I've put all the commands down for you. We'll be showing the presentation that you can go back, just steadily do them. You can't do all of them at once. Steadily try to find out details of where your information has been used so that you don't get to be hacked all the time. Last but not the least is, as I wind down, is the details of Kenyans that I found on the internet. This is one website that has, I picked from Telegram. It actually has people's details of who they are, full names, where they live, details about them. One other shocking one is, I call it impossible. Let me even slow down. Tells you even the house number, what floor do you live at, what apartment, and all of this data is leaking. From your ID to phone number, your name, the house, which county. If I was a politician, I think I would have mined this properly and see how to send messages. But yeah, this is how much data is on the internet. We've been doing research to find out where are they coming from and the likes. We'll publish a paper on this very soon to show how Kenyans can be safe, because too much of our data is online and we need to be able to secure them. I think I'll be able to stop there. Thank you very much for listening. At this time, I say thank you so much. Yes, sure.
Thank you, Bright. Do you want to ask him questions, or we allow KJ a minute or two? They ask first. Yes, so let us give KJ 2-3 minutes to say something. can do two.
Honorable members, I think it is in order for you to appreciate
Dr. Bright, you can sit.
Dr. Bright Gameli with a round of applause. Now, the first thing you need to understand about Dr. Bright is that Dr. Bright is what is